So here we go. There's one to toss. Chose to defer to the second half. And we're underway as Connor Barr spins it away, and Tyler Irvin, the rookie out of San Jose State, a good return up to the 27-yard line. That's Lamar Miller, the former Dolphin, who gets the ball on first down. And a good carry up to the 35-yard line, a gain of 8.
This game's going to be about Houston and how well they run it too.
Fake it one way, Osweiler rolling the other. His first pass is a Texan complete. C.J. Fedorowicz, a tight end, and a first down. Enough to win the AFC South for the third time in the last 5 years. Dump it off to Miller. He is so dynamic. He only touched the ball about 14, 15 times per game in Miami last year.
But as we saw, they were catching it out of the backfield.
Miller already his third touch. And not much running room there. A gain of maybe a yard and a half and 2. It'll bring up the first third down. Third down and 2. Four-man rush. Osweiler escapes, trying to run his way to a first down. He has it and more. Down to the 37-yard line. A Texans first down.
Surprising strength there.
Sixth play of the drive. It's Miller. 4-yard, maybe 2, wrapped up by the rookies defensively under Vic Fangio a season ago. All day to throw. And into traffic, and it's intercepted. How about that? Tracy Porter, hard line.
And Tracy Porter is a wily veteran. And look at him work with DeAndre Hopkins, one of the better players in the league. Porter stays right with him. Osweiler tries to force one in, and Porter wins the early battle.
Now Jay Cutler and the Bears on offense from the 25, and one of the backs trying to fill the shoes of Matt Forte is Jeremy Langford, a gain of 4. By Denver, it's hard to believe he is making his 98th career start as a Bear. That was nearly an interception, but instead it's a reception.
The one he went after with Alshon Jeffrey.
So a first down carry, and once more it's Langford, the second-year back out of Michigan State. Langford again tripped up by Jadeveon Clowney. They're hoping he can stay healthy for a full year. Charles Hart of 7 for Cutler and the Bears. Out of the shotgun. Good protection, good throw. And the catch made into Houston territory by Eddie Royal. His regular season starts as a Bear. Took him to the NFC Championship game in 2010. Look at that throw. Was that catch made? It was by Jeffrey.
I'm with it.
Penalty flag down, a gain of 2. We wait on the flag. Pete Morelli.
False start. Number 13 offense. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
Kevin White a little.
Great protection to the end zone, incomplete. And a penalty flag in the corner of the end zone.
Pass interference. Number 25 defense. Automatic first down.
Langford trying to dive into the end zone. Appears to be just short, maybe by about a foot on their offensive line the Sunday before the season opener. Langford stood up but gets into the end zone, and Chicago on the board. After the takeaway by Porter, they march 75 yards for the score.
Watch the surge by the guys in blue. They get the leverage. They get lower than the guys in the white and create space. Look at that. And all you need is just a little sliver for Jeremy Langford to barrel in for the initial score of the year. Last year, he came on a little bit later on.
Point after. Off the foot of Connor Barr to replace his legendary rock down for Langford. The Bears, the early 7-0 lead. Here's Irvin. He'll bring it out of his own end zone. Of course, they changed the rule. And he crosses at 20. Now they bring it out to the 25, so he's a yard short. Peter Schrager will stay on top of that. We'll keep you up to date on the Brian Cushing situation. Miller off the left side. Penalty flag down on a first down carry by Lamar Miller.
Holding. Number 74 offense. 10-yard penalty remains. First down.
That's a left tackle inside the 15. It's first down and 20. Osweiler, the screen to Miller. Read beautifully by one of the big linebacker free agent signs, Sherrell Freeman, along with Danny Trevathan.
Offseason, Aaron Rodgers was upset about last year. They're going to be a tough out.
Early movement by the right tackle, Derek Newton.
Number 72 offense. After this to the goal. First down.
So you had the backup offensive tackle starting today.
Came here from Penn State, where he was a head coach for 2 years. Little delay to Miller, and he's out close to the 10, but it brings up third down and forever.
Try and get something, punt it away, and play defense.
They're just going to hand it off, get what they can out of Miller, and he's up to the 23, and the Texans will punt it. 8 interceptions, and only 4 of them by defensive backs. And already they get the pick by Porter, which leads to a touchdown, and now they get the football back. Trying to turn the corner is Eddie Royal. He's got the punter to beat. And he's finally run out of bounds after an outstanding return by a healthy Eddie Royal. 7-0 lead and beginning this drive at the 40. Langford to the 36 on a first down carry. Let's check in with Peter. 2nd and 6 under heavy pressure, and Cutler throws it away. Crossing pattern, catch made, first career reception for Kevin White. Cutler dropped the ball, and I don't know if he got there. He fumbled the snap from the rookie Cody Whitehair, who had a grand total of 10 snaps at center during the entire preseason. Houston football for Chicago after the watched exchange between center and quarterback. Let's go back and take a look. They used Ted Larson there. And then they went with Whitehair this week. Big run for Lamar Miller, a first down to the 47. And they have a young center.
Lead, a nice hole for Miller.
Miller is getting touch after touch after touch. He has to love being outside of Miami. Into the hands of their main man, DeAndre Hopkins. And that's a first down. Play action, looking for the long ball. Into the end zone and batted away. Outstanding coverage on the back end by Jones Corte. Crossing pattern. Looked like a clean catch to the Chicago 37. You think of 16 weeks last year on a 4th and 1 at the 30. And now across the middle. Catch is made by the rookie tight end out of Cal Anderson, but there is a penalty flag in the middle of the field. Chicago.
Holding. Number 39 defense. Penalty is declined. Result of the play, first down.
And again, that's Chicago.
Miller, Steven Anderson, the rookie who just caught the pass. More speed on offense.
Miller slithers his way down to the 21-yard line. Little catch is made by the rookie Urban. How good he has been so far. That's him, number 13, but he's not touched it yet. And that is good enough for a first down. Miller to the 11. So first and goal right at the 10. And a throw to the end zone. And it is incomplete. It looked like Hopkins had it. Penalty flag down.
Pass interference. Offense, number 10, 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Hopkins goes is where Porter goes. Lamar Miller for only a couple of yards. It'll bring up second down after.
In a short amount of time.
Catch made, and the first in the NFL career of Will Fuller V. But it's third and goal. Osweiler in and out of the hands of Urban down at the 5-yard line, and it will force a field goal try. Boy, the penalty there is a killer. Spotted at the 18, 28-yard attempt right down the middle of the Texans. Score. J.J. Watt and company set to take the field defensively. The Texans trail the Bears 7-3, and this is Deontay Thompson out of the end zone. And again, they're They're giving you the 25-yard line if you just take the knee.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 36, the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Cutler out of the shotgun, empty backfield, and a low throw on first down to White. Gase leaving on his 6th offensive coordinator, his 3rd head coach, and his 3rd general manager. 3rd down and 3. Good protection. Now the pocket collapses, and a good throw by Cutler to Zach Miller, and a first down. Bears in their own 22. Chicago a 7-3 lead, just under 10 to go. And a short game, but a gain nonetheless to Zach Miller. Turn and hand it off. First carry of the day for Condense Carey. 3rd-year back out of Arizona. Figures to get a lot more playing time this year. 1 and 2. Blitz coming, and for the first time, down goes Cutler in the arms of Whitney Merciless, the Akron, Ohio native.
Saying, don't forget about me, and gets his first sack of the year.
First punt of the afternoon by Pat O'Donnell. And this is Irvin. That's a nice, nifty little return. Tiptoes his way to the 38-yard line. 8:03 to play until halftime, and first down, it's Lamar Miller. And he's up to the 42-yard line. Game player, went from a Pro Bowl guard to tackle last year, just before the year began. And there's Miller out of the backfield. He'll be short of the first down by a yard or 2, wrapped up by Jarrell Freeman. Need to get to the 49, 2 yards, and there for the first time today. Good enough for a first down, the first NFL touch.
And I don't think he was doing it for effect. They really like what he brings to the table.
Well, it's really an amazing story, and I think anybody who followed Braxton Miller in college, I mean, he was so highly sought after coming out of high school. Here he is a year later in the NFL. Osweiler on second down, just throws it away. It's a 3rd down and 6. Osweiler fires to the far sideline, and that is a catch by DeAndre Hopkins. He had 111 of those.
And on that catch, as well as field awareness to stay in bounds.
It's Tyler Irvin who checks into the backfield. He picks up close to 4.
4-yard games, amazing.
Miller back in there and very close to a first down. 3rd down in the yard, and that's a fullback Ray carry by Jay Prosh. Clock down to 3:20, first down, and look into the end zone. He has Hopkins, and he has a touchdown.
So let's see if he caught it first. Good concentration, because Porter makes a play on the football. He catches it, goes to the ground, everything's down. That's a touchdown. Possesses it all the way through.
For Novak. And he sneaks it inside the right upright. Just barely above 55%. And oftentimes it's the plays that weren't made that you never hear about as opposed to those that were made. And the return out to the 23-yard line by Deontay Thompson. So now Cutler and company, 3:07 to go, and wide open is Jeffrey, and that's a first down up to the 38-yard line. Bears have all 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. And that's Langford out of the backfield. He is wrapped up at the 43-yard line. 12 starts in his 8 years as a Packer, 3-time Pro Bowl. Langford tripped up, excellent penetration by Kareem Jackson into the backfield. 48-yard line. Cutler hit as he throws, and it floats out there incomplete to Kevin White. Took a big hit again by McKinney. You could feel the umph. His exhale all the way here on the 5th deck. Fair catch made by Irvin at the 12. I'd strike out on that end. All right, under 2 minutes and looking for the big ball down the middle. And a drop by the #1 pick, Fuller. I mean, that throw was right on the catch.
Not a chance
That should have been a touchdown. Not a big catch. That should have been a touchdown. So they took the one shot, and now with 1:30 to go, they turned and handed.
Because you've done it.
3rd down. And Osweiler is dropped back to the 15-yard line. And in Chicago, do you think about a timeout here?
Yes, you do.
All right, so here comes a punt by the 7-time Pro Bowler Shane Leckler. He drives Royal back to the 20. And a very short return. Receiver set. And Cutler out of the shotgun. Steps up. And he'll run it. And dives forward up to the 37 for a first down. Clock continues to run.
Brian Hoyer after that game.
Cutler, the screen. What a call this is. And Langford, lots of running room. Now there is a flag down. Langford steps out of bounds, and clock stops at 24 seconds to the 44 of Chicago.
86, offense.
Oh, boy.
10-yard penalty remains, first down.
That's Zach Miller, the tight end. All right, Cutler now looking the long ball. That's Alshon Jeffrey down there, and he's got it. And Jeffrey is dragged down at the 19-yard line, and the Bears are going to stop the clock with 13 seconds left. Trey Howell on the jump ball.
And this isn't just a big-time throw by Jay Cutler. You know what else it is? It's big-time recognition by Jay Cutler. Because Alshon Jeffrey, 6'3", nearly 220 pounds. He recognized the matchup he had downfield on Andre Howell, a former cornerback now playing safety, who's 5'10", 195. You put it up in the air and say, go get it, big guy. As one receiver used to tell me all the time, I used to tell my quarterback, put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Dick. Going up top, misread there.
Or fade to the end zone to a big receiver.
Looking at the end zone, and it is a touchdown for Chicago. Eddie Royal.
He played small. He ends up going Royal inside here, and watch the route. Royal gets on top of Kareem Jackson, turns him, and then has his body in front of him, and Andre Howell comes over late, and a big-time catch by Eddie Royal. Remember the rookie year he had with Jay Cutler in Denver?
Bears last year, their top 3 wide receivers, White, Jeffrey, and Royal, as a point after is good.
Cycling through verbiage, terminology, and he has matured so well in handling it, and he's played that way here in the first half, too.
Remember, Chicago will get the ball to begin the second half. The Bears won the toss.
Thrown in a game where he's played, a season where he's played 15 or more games.
Right.
So it's a great year for him. You know what they're thinking about? A fast start. They've got to get off to a quick start in the second half.
All right, Bears get the football, and here's Deontay Thompson, and he is tripped up at the 15-yard line, and we check in downstairs. But boy, did he finish strong. 6 of 8, 100 yards and a touchdown, and a first down give, and a first down solid run by Jeremy Langford.
That he told Peter Schrager.
Second down and 5, and they fake it one way, and Cutler looking down the field, and a miscue there. It's intercepted by Andre Howell, and a big turnover by Cutler on this opening drive, the second play of the second half.
He's going to go on Jay Cutler's record, but watch Kevin White. Second year in the league, but first year playing. Remember, he missed all of last year with an injury. He just stops right there on the route, and Cutler expects him to go out into the flat. He puts it there, and you see it right there. You have to keep going, young man. You've got to keep moving. And instead, that turns into a nice interception for Houston.
There might be some jawing going on down there now. This time, Will Fuller hangs on inside the 5, and it's first and goal. That was a tough catch. First down and goal. It's Miller. Tries to cut it back to the inside, and a penalty flag is thrown from behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Number 79, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
That was a quick call right there. It's Jeff Allen who's trying to fill the shoes of Brandon Brooks, who took off for Philadelphia. Backfield. Osweiler. And miscommunication there perhaps with another rookie, this time Braxton Miller. Osweiler is looking all the way at the tight end, Steven Anderson. Hopkins at the top of your screen. Great coverage right there. He had an eye on Braxton Miller. Field goal try for Novak. Be from 28 yards away. Good snap. And it is blocked, but it still gets through. All right, so the Bears will get it back. Cutler the interception to begin this second half, and Thompson learns a lesson this time. He'll say, give us the ball at the 25.
This is in the offseason, and they need to get it started here today.
That's big old Vince Wilfork.
Like it, but he did.
5-time Pro Bowler, 7 times a team captain, twice a Super Bowl champion. Cutler in all kinds of trouble, and he almost threw it right in Wilfork's belly. Cutler stands in there looking down the field, and he'll just tiptoe out of bounds. Clowney in hot pursuit. He underwent that microfracture surgery to his knee his rookie year. That is very, very difficult to come back from. It takes a while, if you come back at all. Fair catch at the 30. Fly. Ball's on the ground. And it looked like from up here that Miller was able to pounce on top of it. They're down 15. Overthrow to Fuller. He was open, got behind the defender. And a big hit delivered by Lamar Houston on Osweiler.
Ended up throwing it too far.
Punt by Leckler. His 223rd consecutive game here today. And a return by Royal. He's dropped at the 40-yard line by Charles James. In the Bears to begin the second half. It's their third possession. And a good run by Langford. That'll be a gain of 15 on first down. In Texas, our entire NFL on Fox Sunday crew. And Langford, after a 15-yard gain, barrels forward close to 7 yards on first down and into Texan territory to the 39-yard line. He's 7 yards behind the quarterback, and he is met right away by Max Bullock. Here's Winston. Everybody wondered, was it him or Mariota? He had a solid first year. Cutler escapes trouble. Throws it in the air, contact made, and a late flag comes in. From a season ago.
But Houston seems to feel like it's going to go against Chicago.
On the offense, number 19. 10-yard penalty. Penalty is declined. Fourth down.
What?
And the punt by O'Donnell, and O'Brien trying to pin him inside the 10-yard line. And a fair catch of the 8. Now 20 room on first down for Lamar Miller. Let's check in downstairs with Peter Schrager. Second down, good protection for Osweiler. Crossing pattern, and the catch again made by the rookie tight end Steven Anderson, but he's short of a first down, wrapped up by the Bears' leading tackler last year, Adrian Amos. Get the feeling this is a big third down for the Texans. And complete. A first down to Hopkins.
That was a free runner. It could have turned out to be a big-time hit.
Play action. And slammed, sandwiched to the deck is Osweiler, and that's the first career sack. There'll be many, many more. It's about 600 pounds apiece. They hand it off to Miller, second down and forever, and now third down upcoming. He dropped one, and the other time Osweiler overthrew it. Dangerous throw in traffic. Hopkins trying to reach out there for a first down. Where do they spot it? He needed to get to the 31-yard line.
Defensive back and making the catch.
Now the punt by Leckler. Back up Royal all the way to the 11. And he stayed on his feet. but then is spun down at the 14-yard line. First man down there. We've called his name a lot today. Charles James doing a nice job.
And savvy. They put the points on the board and gave Chicago the lead.
The Bears with the ball. They lead by a single point. And on first down, it's Langford. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Good protection looking for Jeffrey. And no penalty flag. Outstanding coverage by the two-time Pro Bowler. You catch somebody just right, kidney, ribs. Cutler steps into that one, and it's dropped by Jeffrey. Boy, that's a catch that's got to be made, and Alshon knows. 2013, and then hurt about half of last season. Fair catch at the 35-yard line, and that's where Osweiler and the Texans will get it. Bill, earlier, the Raiders have been another team.
Raiders have been talked about so much as underrated that they can't be talked about that way anymore.
Regularly. Osweiler steps into that throw, and it's Miller to the 41. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Texans. 3rd down. And the catch is made by Fuller. Stays on his feet, cuts it to the inside, and look out. And he is caught from behind to the 30-yard line, and a good thing Jacoby Glenn was able to trip him up.
The catch.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Defense, neutral zone infraction, number 97, 5-yard penalty.
It's Willie Young.
Still first down.
Well, what a
At the end of that, battled back to get the 6.5 last year. Look at that play.
And that's a man who made the play, as if on cue. Yard line. That's Alfred Blue, who's checked into the game. He was their leading rusher a season ago before they brought Lamar Miller in. And now Osweiler under center. He'll just try to lean that 6'7" frame, and he didn't get there. That receiver, after all they talked about him on Friday. Tell you one thing about Osweiler, he is not afraid to cut it loose, but boy, he makes some dangerous throws. DeAndre Hall, the rookie out of Northern Ireland. Yep. And Hall's in there to make the tackle on the very first play. Into the hands of Fuller, and he will find the end zone for the first time. Of Notre Dame into the end zone for the first time as a professional.
I know he got into the end zone, but right here makes the play. Look at that catch. He has to go all the way down and get it. That's not where Osweiler wanted to put it, but once he secured it, good blocking, great vision, and a
averaged 20 yards per reception last season under Brian Kelly.
And remember the one he caught earlier near the goal? Remember, near the goal line? Another big-time catch.
And only out to the 17-yard line goes Deontay Thompson. All right, here we go. The Bears have had a dreadful time here in the second half, and that's something, Charles Davis, you pointed out earlier.
State ran him off the field in the fourth quarter behind Langford's legs.
Well, they give it to him back-to-back plays. Bottled up that time at the line of scrimmage by McKinney, who's had a nice game. 3rd down, only a 3-man rush. And you give Cutler that kind of time, he will pick you apart. And Eddie Royal, a first down reception up to the 40-yard line.
Off a rusher inside.
Back to the ground and smashed to the deck by Max Bullock is Jeremy Langford. Also had help from Whitney Merciless. 2nd down. Set up a screen to sack Miller. Miller, who is such an amazing story last year after breaking in initially with Jacksonville, was out of football for over 3 years. Surprised if they did that again. Nope, he's bringing the house. Bears have it break down. Merciless caused a fumble, and so let's see who covered it up. Boy, what a shot Cutler took. And somehow, some way, he has the ball, and he's walking off to the sideline.
And Chicago finds a way to recover it.
So while not a sack, strip fumble. And the punt fielded by Urban. A nice return up to the 34-yard line. Reception. And only 2 first downs. And that's Lamar Miller on first down. He's up to the 40-yard line. We're under 9 minutes to go. TC Barbs, Tom Barbary up here in the booth on stats. They hand it off again to Miller. And off to the left side. It brings up 3rd down and 3. Well, she'd be the only one that wants to face
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 3rd down. And looking for the big one. What a throw that was. Mercy, mercy, mercy to Fuller. That was good coverage down there by Hall, and that throw was right on the button.
So, well, very fast, and look, they got a timeout out of this deal.
Very good challenge is called.
Let's take a look again. That's DeAndre Hall, the rookie, 32, and what great concentration by Fuller as he takes it to the ground. And remember, tie goes to the receiver.
Me today, as a matter of fact.
Really?
It's only the 2nd review that we've had on Fox today. Good one, though. Watch this. Is a catch. He comes down inbounds, elbow, shin. He maintains control of the ball. That is the process of the catch. So to me, this is a catch. They'll lose the challenge on this one and lose the timeout. Good to hear you guys.
After reviewing the ruling on the field, is a catch. It's confirmed.
And you know, you go back to tell you really when all this
penalty.
business sort of began. Like it was denied a touchdown, and that's a game the Bears won, thanks in large part to that call. But the debate's been ongoing really ever since that play.
And I
really needing a takeaway. Texans going to throw it on 2nd down, looking to Fuller again, and it's batted away. Excellent coverage.
One day I have to ask Peanut if he sees it.
He's working for Fox now.
Yes, I
locally
know.
in Chicago to the end zone again. And just out of the reach of DeAndre Hopkins. In fact, it appeared as though he had his hands on the football. 38. And it is good. They're down by 9. Short kick to the 3-yard line. It's Thompson. And across the 20 and up to the 25-yard line. Go. Need to score and score quickly. And a catch made by Eddie Royal on first down.
Get some help from Kyle Long. Not the same J.J. Watt we're normally getting, but he's out there playing hard.
That looked like contact early on there by A.J. Boye. Incomplete again, looking for Royal. It'll bring up 3rd down. Chicago just 3 of 10 on 3rd down. This is a must-have. And down goes Cutler. John Simon. Simon is such a valuable member of this Texans defense. And there's a punt. 32-yard line. Urban is run out of bounds at the 38.
Return, holding. Number 35 of the receiving team, 10-yard penalty, 1st down, and timeout. There were actually 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 35 of the receiving team, that penalty will be declined. Taunting, number 45, that penalty was accepted for 15 yards. That is the first foul leading to potential disqualification for number 45. 1st down.
Washington in front of the I formation. They'll turn and hand it to Lamar Miller. His first day as a Texan.
As a lead signal caller for Houston.
Bottled up in the line of scrimmage again is Miller, and that's DeAndre Hall coming up to make the stop. Had help from Freeman.
Correct the play early, and Romo got hurt on the 3rd play, and he went in and played well from that point on.
Osweiler throws, and what a throw and what a catch by Ryan Griffin.
Houston, and they asserted themselves in the 2nd half.
Well, the Texans, they bring back 10 of 11 starters from, as you mentioned, one of the best defenses in the NFL
like a college
last
team,
year.
doesn't
That's
it?
right. A chance at least to get off to a good start. This was a tall order opening on the road, but the next 2 games are very winnable games for Chicago, trying to improve upon a 6-10 season last year.
I think there's some optimism out there, but they'll have to execute.
Looking for the long ball again and slightly overthrown to Fuller. Boy, they're going to take a lot of those shots away. Fuller can run.
Explosive and dynamic with the ball in their hands, and that's what Houston really likes about them.
Fair catch at the 21-yard line, and still not over yet. 2 minutes to go exactly. This will be the home to the Super Bowl right here on Fox. Culmination of this season. Catch made on the far side by White.
Confidence, you don't run quite as fast. Kevin White's extremely fast.
Cutler's taking a beating here in this second half. That's Boye to go. And they lay it off for Langford. He'll step out of bounds. Of course, those inside the division wondering what might be going on. We started the NFC North. City losing against San Diego 27-17 very late in that one. And that's White across the middle, and he makes a reception up to the 45-yard line.
And exit out of there. He hangs in and makes the throw.
Minnesota storm back to take the lead over Tennessee. And look who picks up the sack. Are they saying he's down or he threw it?
They're going to let him say that he got it out of his hands.
He got rid of it. Final 28 ticks, and Cutler in trouble again. That's right.
Allowed them to move Clowney because Simon can hold it down.
That's right. Cutler guns it across the middle. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Traded by Houston.
And McKinney looks like he's upped his pass rushing abilities.
Cutler steps up, throws the long ball. It's incomplete.
Cut off the route.
Apparently, did not go where Cutler wanted him. It turned into an interception. And the Bears would not score after halftime.
And remember the 4th and 1, they were up 7 at the time.